and for a Honda Civic? First though, the new 5th generation Lexus RX is here with a new look that's some familiar hybrid tech. Taking on the likes of the BMW X5 and Volvo XC90, the RX is a less obvious choice than some of its European competition. An early adopter of hybrid tech back in the 2000s, the Lexus RX has garnered a reputation for both build quality and efficiency with what Lexus is now branding as self-charging technology. Don't be fooled by the marketing though, this is still a regular series hybrid as it always has been. This time though, there is a plug-in version available.
We did look at the Volvos once. I mean, they are nice, but they're expensive.
Lexus is calling its new design language Next
Yeah,
Chapter.
big SUVs they have.
This isn't a huge departure from the old car's styling. It definitely looks more modern though, with a smoother front grille and some bold swishes and angles marking it apart from more minimalist rivals from Land Rover and Audi.
We did see one of their Volvos, didn't we? A while ago.
It's ever so slightly wider,
A Volvo showroom.
although it does sit a bit lower. The wheelbase
And it's
is
so high up inside.
The car's sportier stance than its predecessor. This racing look is
so-
added to by the stretched bonnet, while the new grille and
It
angled
feel-
headlights create an
I would say it's about the same height as the Touareg. It felt like it, because when you sit inside the Touareg, you look quite high up from the bonnet,
A trend we've seen on everything
a couple inches off the ground,
to Peugeot.
from the suspension and that.
Changes though are on the inside. The RX gets a totally new interior with elements inspired by the smaller NX. It isn't as striking as the cabin of a new Mercedes or Range Rover, but it's a big improvement over the old cars with a bigger focus on in-car tech.
Not bad.
Priced from £62,000, the entry-level RX 350h is the standard self-charging hybrid model. Powered by a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder Atkinson cycle engine, the 350h combines with a pair of electric motors for a combined output of 247 bhp. That's enough to see it from 0 to 62 in 7.9 seconds. Like many other Toyota and Lexus products, the power is sent through a droney CVT gearbox, detracting from the car's otherwise hushed refinement. Next in the lineup is the 450h Plus, the first plug-in RX. It makes use of the same 2.5-litre engine as the 350, but this time pairs it with a more powerful hybrid system for a combined 304 bhp. At an extra $5,000 over the 350, you can see this being the most popular model with its extra grunt and a 40-mile electric-only range. Top of the RX pile though is the 500. Offered exclusively in F-Sport trim, it commands a $15,000 premium over the standard car, increasing performance while efficiency suffers. Using a slightly smaller 2.4-litre turbocharged engine, the 500 ditches the CVT in favour of a 6-speed automatic. There's just one electric motor this time mounted on the rear axle for a combined 366 brake horsepower. Performance is greatly improved, hitting 62 miles per hour from rest in 5.9 seconds.
I definitely saw that car on the 50 or 60 grand mark. Without doubt.
In this realm of the market, though, there
I'm not surprised that it is.
are cars to choose from. Not least this, the brand new Porsche Cayenne E Hybrid.
I knew it would be before you even said it.
Ever so slightly cheaper than the RX 500 on paper, the Porsche seems to have the Lexus beaten. It'll hit 62 from a standstill in under 5 seconds, and achieve incredible MPG figures thanks to its plug-in hybrid system, if you remember to plug it in.
What, getting stuck up there if it didn't plug it in?
Looks the part too.
No thanks.
Some subtle styling updates and enough colour and wheel options to keep you busy on the configurator for hours.
Roads like that, you could be stuck up there for hours saying that.
The
For a tow
interior
truck.
is a bit more conventional than the one in the Lexus, but it's modern, functional and packed full of tech.
Porsches are.
The spec RX 500 then doesn't make much sense. The cheaper models though with their ultra-economical hybrid setups are good value. The RX is practical, handsome, and with Lexus' reputation for building reliable cars likely to last forever. Go easy on the options list, and the RX is an easy car to recommend.
I knew that was going to be 50 or 60 grand, that car.
The Honda Civic Type R, a hot hatch hero with an iconic lineage, boasting some of the greatest front-wheel drive performance cars in history. For years it's been Japan's best answer to the Golf GTI, but now its reputation as a blue-collar everyman sports car could be in danger.
A newcomer?
You see, the all-new Type R costs quite a lot more than we were expecting. At a bit over 30 grand, the old model was perfectly placed to take on rivals from Renault, Hyundai, and indeed Volkswagen. But now it seems Honda is taking the Civic upmarket. There's no easy way of saying this, but here goes. It's £49,995. Yep, you heard that correctly. 50 grand. That's over 5,000 more than a Golf R. 3.5 grand less than Audi RS3 and a smidge less than a Porsche Cayman. And that's before you add any option packs. Crikey, it better be good then.
Option packs adds up more money, let alone the price of the car already is. So you add that up, it's at least short of 60 grand then.
The same 2-litre engine you got in the old car, this time producing an extra 8 horsepower thanks to a freer flowing exhaust and an improved turbo, plus numerous small tweaks and changes. 8 horsepower more sound like a lot, and isn't. The new car can hit 62 from less in 5.4 seconds, 0.3 seconds faster than the old model, and hit a top speed of 171 miles per hour. At this price point though, the Type R isn't taking on Hyundai's i30Ns and Cupra Leons. Instead, it's in the firing line of the big all-wheel drive German hyper hatches. To keep it competitive, Honda has been working hard to ensure the front wheels can handle the 324 brake horsepower. Naturally, it has an impressive mechanical limited slip differential, as well as an improved 6-speed manual gearbox. The tyres are wider too. 2 6-5 section Pilot Sports, and there's plenty of aero trickery designed to keep it planted in the corners. And boy, is it effective. Even on the most treacherous of British B roads, the Civic remains planted. Press the plus R button and the steering becomes a bit sharper, the suspension stiffens up, and the 3 exhaust pipes become more vocal. The manual gearbox is simply a delight to use with precise shifts and a high quality feel. There's a switchable auto blip function for downshifts too, making you feel and sound like a driving hero, even when you're just pootling around town. It feels less like a hot hatch and more like a hunkered down sports car, just one that happens to be front wheel drive. The ride can get quite busy, but thankfully you can tailor the car's settings in its individual mode, letting you soften off the dampers while enjoying the hilarious engine, exhaust and steering modes. This allows you to really enjoy the brilliant handling as the incredible differential pulls you around tight bends with seemingly minimal effort. It's out here on the road where the price tag starts to make sense. The performance and noise are tremendous, while the gorgeous red Alcantara bucket seats hold you in place as you fling it around the corners. There are plenty more upgrades to the interior too, like the chunky Alcantara steering wheel, special Type R build number badge, and of course the trademark metal gear knob. There are Type R specific graphics on both the infotainment screen and the digital cockpit, which changes depending on your driver mode. The rest of the cabin is standard Civic, which is no bad thing. We love the honeycomb mesh air vents, and it's absolutely spacious enough to be used as a regular family hatch. It even gets a large boot, although in this case it features a big rear wing. That, along with the 3 tailpipes and swollen arches and big wheels, are the most obvious giveaways to this car's sporting pretensions. The overall look is much subtler and a lot classier than the old model, while retaining its Japanese tuner car spirit.
So that
There are numerous factors for the new Type R's price, not least the fact it's built in Japan now, not Swindon. But it really is a compelling, more engaging alternative to offerings from Audi and AMG. It does not have a swanky badge on the front, but as an everyday car that can produce huge smiles, the new Civic Type R takes some beating.
so all those modifications and upgrades adds up the extra price on it as well. All those little gizmos you like to have actually built into the car as well, they cost extra as well.
Don't miss it.
All those little gizmos cost adds up extra money, let alone the rest of the car.